I clicked on it. All right. So, hi everybody. Welcome to this wonderful and exciting discussion we both cannot wait to get into, which is episode 4 of Wheel of Time, season 2. And we watched it together and we had so much fun. Some
Yep.
jaw-dropping moments, some not that much, but yeah, it was still, I think, I think I enjoyed it. So, I would like to welcome my dear friend Kiran from No Breeders. She has a wonderful channel.
Uh,
Kiran, do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
yeah, sure. I think your audience and my audience already know us a lot because of how
For
much
sure.
content that we
Mhm.
create. So yeah, I have another channel. I love to read fantasy. I'm into mangas also, so do check it out. But yeah, let's just get into it, I guess.
Awesome. So I think we will keep the first 10 minutes or so a little bit spoiler free, like, just our
Hmm.
general thoughts, what we overall thought about the episode and the season so far.
Correct.
So that would be non-spoiler section.
Yeah.
So, Kiran, what's your thought episode number 4, which is quarter of the line since then. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So your voice is breaking a bit, but okay. So I think that I'll say the episode 4 had so many revelations and it was just so much fun, even though we have already read about it in the books, right? But it's still so, the way that it was executed was just so good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that part. But I do feel that episode 4, if I compare it to 1 to 3, I like it a bit lesser because in episode 4 there was some pacing issues. So that's what I feel. So, but yeah, I think the reveals were good, and yeah, it was overall good. I think for me, I would rate it as a 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay, so it's very interesting, when I finished watching yesterday, I felt, oh my God, this is like a 9 or something. Yeah.
Hmm.
But then I rewatched it like today again, and I was like, maybe it's not a 9. Maybe, like you said, it's a 7, because I do have some issues with some of the things that they have spent their time on. They could have put something else in, right? We
True.
will get to that.
Yeah.
At least that was my thought. Like, there were some things that, like, well, kind of did make sense, or were repetitive, or just killing time
True.
rather than telling the story. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but when we got the story, it was so good that it kind of overshadowed the drawbacks, right? It was so good.
True.
So overall, like you said, I'll also go with 7 for now. Uh, and I think that uh, there was many, there was not much, what do you call that, screen time for some of the things that I wanted to, but I can understand why they didn't do it. They are storing it up, or they're saving it for something else, right? Which is coming. So,
Yeah.
which is fine. So
Mm.
while watching, I really enjoyed it. Like, we were chatting and with
Yeah.
Pratik also. So it was,
Yeah.
so much fun. We are trying to figure out why did this happen, those happen. So that was
Yeah.
a fun watch. So maybe that added to the entertainment factor that I was watching along with
Hmm.
you guys, right? So there was
Yeah.
something more to see. But again, like, I watched it alone, where I could, really nitpick and do all these kind of minute observation. That's when I thought,
True.
oh, okay, yeah, maybe I should push it down to 7. But that
Mm.
doesn't mean it was not great. I think I so far really, really liked all the episodes till now, and episode 4, especially for the ending scene. I
Yeah.
really, 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 really appreciate how they had done it. So far so good. Yeah. So what is Pratik saying? It's weird you guys are rating the episodes lesser than majority of the. No, I thought I like it more than other
Interesting.
people.
Interesting. That's a
Why?
very interesting thing. Like, I have actually not seen other people's reactions, so I have no idea how much are the other readers are like rating it as. Like, I can understand this episode to be rated higher. It's just that I'm trying to compare it to the other episode. I think just I just love the first three a lot. Then I think that's the whole
Hmm.
thing. That's only, like, I mean, if I compare it to them, I like them more. Yeah.
Which one? Sorry.
First three episodes, I'm saying that they
Ah,
were
okay.
just amazing. Like, everything about those three episodes were amazing, and if I compare it to, I think this episode, I just had these like pacing issues. I think whatever that they're doing with Lan, right, it just comes off a bit. Okay, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I agree.
confused.
I come.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dogs are barking. Yes, I'll come to that. I mean, the land part is something that I found kind of problematic. I mean, I didn't see the point in it. So it's kind of this way. I think that generally book readers are now warming up to the show
Yeah.
with season two. This is
True.
what I see because
Yeah.
season
True.
one was completely like, people were bashing, right? Like,
Hmm.
especially the
Hmm.
readers.
Yeah.
Non-book readers like my husband, they loved it. They're like, oh my God, this is like amazing. Like, it is like
Yeah.
GOT level or maybe more. Like, that's how they like it.
Yeah.
But for a so now the book readers are warming up to it, so people are giving good reviews. I think I was more influenced when I was rating season one also because I didn't go in as a book reader. I didn't want to judge the show as a book reader, right? So
Yeah.
keeping in pace with that, that's what I'm doing currently also. I want to be as non-biased as possible, like, and I don't want to bring in my expectation of the book in here
Mm-hmm.
because it's an adaptation and I don't want word by word adaptation on screen. That's not what I'm looking for. I need, their own creative ideas also, right? If I need
Yeah.
exactly what happens in the books, I can just read the books. Why would I need the TV show? So I
Yeah.
think I am kind of generous when I say seven because I watched only one video of Wheel of Time, which was Dusty Wheel After Party video.
Oh yeah, Dusty Will is an
And
amazing creator. Like, yeah, his
yeah,
videos are amazing. Yeah.
yeah. So I was watching their after party live stream. I couldn't watch obviously everything because it's like 6 hours long or something. But I watched a little bit and then I understood that yes, people in the comments, especially or the live comments that were coming in,
Hmm.
there were concerns like, for example, about land and why was the show called Daughter of the Night and it was like last 10 minutes that we got Daughter of the Night, and the entire episode they were like waiting, and that did not happen with me because I thankfully went in without any kind of. I didn't even know the title of the episode, right? So
Oh, nice.
this is something that I face a lot, or I see a lot with Western consumers that they go in expecting a genre and they want exactly that genre, but we are used to having everything in our movies, everything in our show. We don't stuck to a genre, right? We like if the title says Daughter of the Night, it's not just Daughter of the Night. We are expecting other things also to happen. So I in that way, I thought that I was generous with my seven. So maybe Pratik, it's an eight because I really love the episode. It's not like I hated it, but I had
Yeah.
some concerns with it. That's it. Overall
True.
concerns, but that we will get into it in our spoiler section, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
so I have a doubt that all these comments that are coming in, it's one of my friends playing tricks with me. Even last week in our live stream, there was somebody
Assassin
who
in
was, uh,
disguise.
yeah, yeah. So I think it's one of my friends playing. I have to get in touch with him and asking, is it you who's playing around? Because he said that if you see some random names coming, posting something unrelated, it might be me.
It's a good thing, right? It is good. It's good. Interaction is always good, Angie.
I know. Majority of older readers have been like, no, I don't agree with it because I've been seeing like proper hardcore book readers. For example, if I take a booktuber,
Mhm.
um, uh, Andrew's Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads. I don't know if you follow him. So he was like, he's a super duper fan, and he
Mhm.
had concerns with even season one. I don't know about season two, but season
Mhm.
one. So I thought that I was the more generous book reader with my ratings.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, Pratik's ratings are like very interesting to me.
Let's see. Let's see. For me, episode one, 8. Okay, episode two, 9. Episode three, 9.5. Oh my God. Okay, for me, it would be everything in the range of 8, 7 and 8, 7 and 8, 7 and 8. And
Yeah,
I
I
also
think I
gave
would
you a
rate it
reason
8.
last week.
I would just rate everything 8. 8
8,
and
yeah.
this says 7 because yeah, that's how 7 7.5. Yeah.
Do watch it if you haven't. You don't have to necessarily read the books to enjoy the show. So
I love how
definitely,
he
please go ahead
says
and watch it.
the way that he says, so whatever Pratik says is patthar ki laki. So he's just had like he's like blindly saying that whatever Pratik is saying, I I agree with it
Written on the
completely.
stone. Is that what it means? Okay,
Yeah, it's like permanent. It's like it is
got
what
it.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, Pratik is saying sevens were like essence for me. Yeah, okay. In that case, yeah, I'm just thinking again. Like while we are talking, maybe it's an 8. Because obviously, all these episodes were better than season one. So it could be 8 also. Like so, it's 7, but more slanting towards 8. More of an 8. Yeah, that's what I would say. I think that the character arcs that they were built that were built over episode 1, 2, and 3.
Hmm.
It's now coming to fruition, especially with what's happened between Leandrin and Nynaeve, because they have a
Oh.
relationship building, and like where it's headed. I mean, at least as book readers, we knew, and it was such a nice setup to shock the non-book readers. That was epic, and I think that was same with Lancia what they did with Selena what they
Hmm.
did. So I liked how they built it up to episode 4 before giving us these reveals or twists, which really shocked me. Right? I mean, if it shocked me like that, I can understand how much it will affect somebody who has not read the books. Right? It will,
True.
and then when you go back and watch the episode once again, then you see all these little breadcrumbs and clues and this
Yeah.
plotting that Lanfear has done and all that. Like that was interesting to do, right? To go back and the
Yeah.
dialogues that she used and all that. So that's, I think, in general, without spoilers that I could speak. You can also add in, Kiran, any other spoiler-free things that I
I
missed.
Okay, without spoiling, I think that the reason that I, like created it as 7 and not 8 would be I feel that the main character, I think Matt is supposed to get some limelight. I mean, he's just barely
Mm,
there in the episodes, and we know, right? If you read the books, like so much of the attention that's like given to him, and if I look at Perrin also, like yeah, in this episode he got screen time, but I still feel that like on the side characters we are like a lot more giving them
mm,
more limelight than the main characters. Even
mm.
Rand also, like, oh yeah, of course he's with Celine, so he gets that particular screen time, but I don't know, I kind of feel that our three main boys should be given more time. Just hype them up. Okay, I get that we are hyping up
Right.
all the girls, but hype up the boys also. That's my concern. Yeah.
I agree slightly, but when it comes to Rand, you know that, like, for example, okay, if they are going to do uh, Shadow Rising in the next season,
Yeah.
and the Dragon Reborn is missing, then, or at least they are not adapting it one to one, then those parts where Rand is missing, like the Dragon Reborn was not there,
Not
in
there.
that book, right?
True.
So
True.
I can understand also, and also Matt gets a lot of scenes in the air towards the end of Dragon Reborn, I think, with this comedic stuff and all happening, and he escaping from the prison and all that. So there also Matt's role in the books, like yeah, of course we do get Matt's episodes, sorry, Matt's chapters, but it was not as much as like the girls in the books also, I think, in the earlier stages at least till Dragon Reborn. Then it picks it up from there. But I agree overall, it's focusing a lot on the girls. And I think it's because Elaine is now introduced and they have to spend some more time there to build
Mhm.
her character up now and her
True.
equation with the girls and so I think it's a difficult task for the writers also to decide what to keep in and when to bring in characters. And I think they're
Mhm.
doing the best with what they have. This is what I understand. But
Hmm.
I agree. I agree with your concern. They could focus more on the voice because a lot is happening with Perrin right now. I don't know about
True.
Matt, not much, but a lot is happening with Perrin, and I do the the images and how the voice communication happens. That was really good. Uh, so yeah, Rand. I hope we'll get more of Rand in the episode for
Next episode.
future episodes. Yeah,
Next
next
episode.
episode
Probably.
because
Now he
next
has
episode if
PTSD. Now he
yeah
has PTSD.
next episode if you've seen uh, the preview. I don't know if you've seen the preview, but I watched the preview. It's just a very short, like 1 minute or something. I don't know. And there is an introduction to my favorite character.
Aviana.
One of my favorite characters. Yes. So I'm like, oh my god, I just cannot wait for that character.
Yeah.
What is Rand? What is Rand? What is Pratik saying? Rand needs more screen time right now because he was ignored. Yeah, and they need to build up the main
Main hero.
hero.
True.
Yeah, but
True.
I saw somewhere Rafe, the the showmaker,
Hmm.
he was saying that he just does not want just the focus on Rand, but he wants to bring in this aspect that it's a group of people and everybody is
Hmm.
equally important. Obviously, he's a main hero. That is what he will be. But the
Hmm.
others all play a part, and that's why they're dwelling in on these side stories also. That's what I heard
Yeah,
Ray saying.
agreed. Yeah, I agreed. But he's the main character, right? He is the
Yeah.
main character. Yeah, he's the chosen one.
Considering,
Even if the
I
others
hope,
are also Taviran. Yeah.
I think one, all these contexts are set up for the non book readers who is who and what their
Hmm.
what are their intentions, their character builds up to an a high point, then they can focus completely on Rand and the storytelling rather than just character building and stuff like that, right? I think that could be their intention as well. I'm not sure. But yes, I agree because Rand is our hero. He should get more time and he will get his time. Guys, be patient.
We don't know, but yeah, let's hope for the best.
Yeah. I also agree with Pratik that Max will get and should get more time because he is another great character, favorite character of mine,
True.
especially after Dragon Reborn. Oh God, he is so amazing. I mean, and sometimes you're so doubtful about his intention, and I like characters who do that. You can like oh, what is he gonna do, right? Like, but uh, if if Matt is getting time, I'm sure that Rand will get more time. I'm hoping. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we can say. We can only hope. Yeah. Okay, apart
Okay,
from
so I
that,
think
what can we say? Yeah, I think we can go to the spoilers now, right, Anji?
sure, of course. You can start with your spoilers and first cold opening. So I want to talk about this cold opening with Ishamael
Hmm.
freeing a Forsaken, and we don't
Yeah.
see who that is because
Yeah.
we get the reasoning from Moraine that yes, Ishamael is what we freed. We didn't kill the Dark One. We freed the one of the lieutenant, and he is going to free others. And it was so fitting to see that as the first scene, as the cold opening for this episode, because then it connects well to the other episodes. And then you see this, and I loved it that they tied it up at the end with the same scene, like she coming up like that, and then What do you think? I need to. My husband hasn't watched the episode yet, so I need to ask him. But otherwise, what do you think? Would the non-book readers have guessed that this person is Selena? Because I didn't see much
Celine,
clues.
yeah, I think okay. So see, in the books, right, we have more. Okay, okay. Now I'm just a bit confused. Should I talk about them or not? Because you're not far ahead. Okay, so for a second, it could
No
be
book
any for a
spoilers.
second, right? Yeah. So I'm just thinking that okay. So I'll not be taking any names, but it could be any for a second, right? But we know by the figure that has to be a female, so it could be
Female.
anyone, right? So the
Mm,
only Forsaken that that was like so far that we knew. So I knew that it had to be her. I mean,
yeah.
who
Yeah.
else
Of
is it
course.
gonna be, right? But I think, of
Yeah.
course, the non-book readers, it would be a shock for them when they'll watch
Uh,
that last scene. Like they'll be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck just happened?" Like, oh my god,
I
it would
know,
be
right?
so much fun, right? I don't have anyone who I know
Mm-hmm.
who is like watching this, because I mean, like, none of my friends are watching this, so I just do not have anyone
Mm.
to ask. But yeah, I mean, your husband is like, has he read the books? You're saying that he hasn't,
No,
right?
no, no, no. Mm.
Yeah, it would be cool if you can share that experience. Like, what do you think
Yeah,
when that
I will
was
check with
revealed?
him.
Yeah.
But I think we will cover each character's further. So the whole scene of Lancier,
Sure.
Selena, we can cover it now.
Mm-hmm.
So the next time you will see is that after the fire, he's cleaning up, and she's
Yeah.
trying to take him away from Kiran because
Yeah.
uh, she wants. To, I don't know what her intention was to take him away from Kiran, but she's playing nice games, right? Because she using these inventos. Oh, I had a lover, or he was the first man I loved. His eyes could do this and that, and I mean, oh God, it's like teasing the readers also. And I loved every scene of Natasha's. Like she pulled it off so well. And the cabin scene, uh, not the cabin scene, the cliff scene also,
Yeah.
right? That's
Cabin
what
in
I'm
the
talking
woods.
about.
Cabin in the
Yeah,
woods
cabin.
scene.
Oh my God, what a dreadful cabin. Huh?
Oh my god.
Right. So, um, I felt that the whole character building they did for Lancia, that she's so passionately in love, and then she gets offended that he didn't tell that he could channel, and acting like she didn't know he could channel, and I think she brought the fate there to attack him. I'm thinking that. Okay. Otherwise, where would it come from exactly at that time? And then somehow she wanted to create a scene there, but I still don't get her intention because she was about to do something, and that's when Moraine attacks her. So
True.
what was she trying to do, right? Planning to do with him? Obviously not
Mm-hmm.
kill him. So what else could she do by using the power? Was it just the demonstration that, hey, I also have power, that
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a monster? Or
Mm-hmm.
I saw something that was discussed in Dusty Wheel, is it that she was trying to bond with him? So I was like,
Interesting.
what? That would have been awesome. Like, if
Okay,
that is
I have
true.
no idea like what she was trying to do. But to answer that, right, when you say that why did she take him there? I think she understood that Moraine is gonna come,
Moraine is
so
there?
she had,
Yeah.
yeah, she definitely
Mm,
got that info, and she's like, we have to get away. We have to take him
right.
away somewhere. And I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea, because I mean, like, she definitely had an agenda. She was about to do something. Like, otherwise, why would she just, bind his hands?
Mm.
Yeah, she could be into BDSM also. We don't know, okay, but she's definitely was about to do something. That's
The
for sure.
something.
Yeah,
Correct? Yeah. Mm. Mm.
yeah. But it's
And
just we don't know now, because Moraine came suddenly and then she killed her. Yeah, so we
and
we
how
don't
is
know.
that? And how is that she is not dead? Like, is it because she can only be killed by balefire or something?
I have no.
Or
I mean, as far
one
as I
power?
understand, aren't they like just people who have powers? That's what I thought so far. That
I
for
thought
them are
that
also just people with incredible powers, or is it that they're not? I have no idea. Is it
they're
that they can't fly?
definitely, yeah, definitely they're not like zombies or anything. But I think there are only balefire and one power that can kill them. And obviously, Moraine doesn't have power anymore. Rand will not use his power to kill her. Then balefire, they don't have access to Moraine when the good old way of just stabbing.
Yeah,
Thinking
but
because
that's not
he could
there,
have.
right? It's not like that. I mean, otherwise the books would. Isn't it like contradictory then in that case to the books? Like otherwise, then all these people shouldn't have like died. The ones that we know are already dead, or are they not dead?
Mm,
Like now, I'm just like rethinking whatever that has happened so far in the books, and thinking that
yeah,
does that mean like none of them are like dead? Is that what it is? I'm so confused.
I'm not sure. So another thing is, even the same thing happened with the Ishamael, right? In season one, he also
Yeah,
did not die, right? They just set him free.
yeah,
So
that's
I
what they
think
are
there are
saying.
only certain ways that you cannot just kill them like how you kill a normal person by stabbing them. I think that's what they're trying to establish, right? That they
Maybe.
are so dangerous, like they're so formidable and dangerous, and
Uh-huh.
that's what they're trying to establish, I think. And at the last scene, did you see her eyes flicker? And did you see something
Black
of
there,
black?
right?
That was a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah. I was like,
detailing
what is
done.
that?
So.
What is that?
Hmm.
Like, just tell us. Tell us what
The
is
dark
that?
one's power or dark one's control, maybe.
Could be
They're just
anything.
trying to
Yeah.
depict that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So there
guess.
are a lot of stuff that are left unexplained, and
Yeah.
just teasing the audience.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sometimes it's frustrating for me,
Yeah,
but
but I just loved
visually,
her. But I just loved her,
mhm,
her manipulation, right? The way that she
wow,
manipulated him this entire episode. Like I just
yes,
loved that. And I was and we were discussing this, right? We were like, yeah, nice acting, Celine, nice acting. And when that
exactly.
fade comes and Rand channels and kills him, you see that her expressions, she's happy. She's
Mhm,
happy that yeah,
mhm,
he's finally managed to do that. So yeah, so
right,
well done. Loved it.
exactly. And moving on, do you have anything else to talk about Lanfear and Rand? Anything else to discuss here?
No. I mean, yeah. Just I just hope that someone can comment and tell us how Forsaken are killed.
You're correct. That's true. And one thing I wanted to say is that the title says Daughter of the Night, and a lot of this episode was focused on Moraine going back to her home, and talking to
Yeah,
her sister, and you see her childhood. So it because we know who the Daughter of the Night is, we
yeah,
knew it was this thing, but it was
yeah.
also kind of a subterfuge, kind of way that could have confused the non-book readers. Oh, okay, so are we talking about Moraine now? Is this chapter about this episode about Moraine now? Because Daughter of the Night, it could be anybody, right? Like, okay, like what's it? Now she has lost her power, she's come back, she's plotting something, and who is Daughter of the Night? And
She
then at the
now she's
end,
gonna
we
be the
realize,
villain.
oh,
Now she's
right.
gonna be the villain.
So that was a nice thing, like to add to it, and I agree that I don't know. For me, I loved it that they put the revelation as the ending because that was a
Mhm.
shocking ending. That was a huge reveal, and I liked it. But people complained that okay, it's only last 10 minutes we got Daughter of the Night, even though the whole episode was named Daughter of the Night, and I don't agree building up to it because we need to understand that bond. Especially, I love that scene between Rand and Lanfear, the emotional scene when he says I love you and then hey you love me and then she's like
Oh
oh
my
my
god.
god Ram, that's the wrong thing to tell her, she will never leave you.
She's like,
You're
yes.
done.
She's like, yes. All my plans are working. Yes.
Oh god, I was like
Yeah, but
Ram,
it's
come
it's
on,
good,
don't tell
right?
her that.
It's good
Mm.
because in the books it's just like a crush that Rand has, but here he has had a full on
Yeah.
relationship with her. And so
But
yeah,
didn't
it
you feel bad for Egwene that when he says that you are the first person who saw me as a man? What about Egwene, man?
I mean she
I
yeah,
mean,
maybe yeah, I mean it's like he has forgotten. He's trying to forget, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, Egwene kind of left him, right? So he's like, she did not like me enough, so she left.
mm,
So that's why
mm.
he's not even considering her there.
No, no, it's in the books. That's a spoiler for
What
book
is he
reader,
saying?
non-book readers.
You need special powers or weapons to kill Forsaken.
Yeah,
Random blade stabbing ain't gonna kill the most powerful beings. Okay. Well, makes
that's the
sense, I
point, I
guess, right?
think.
I guess makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
oh my, that scene, that stabbing scene was a shock, a pleasant shock, if you can
Yeah,
call it
Moraine.
that.
Yeah, but Moraine just literally out came out of nowhere. Nobody knew. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, how
Oh no, no,
can?
no. I was expecting it because she was behind Rand, like asking her his address, where they have gone, and she was basically tracing him. So
No,
I
I was
knew
just. I want
somehow.
to know why Celine had no idea that she was coming. I guess she because she
Ah,
can't use the power. I guess so. Maybe that's why. I don't know because Celine
oh,
had
she
no
was so
idea. She.
focused on Rand, she didn't expect, and she was overconfident.
Yeah,
Nobody
and
would
the way
mention that.
Rand goes for Moraine's neck. Why did you do
Hmm.
that? Why did you kill her? Yeah.
Lancier is the second most powerful Forsaken. Yeah, yeah. So, it
Okay.
would be nice to see some flashbacks. I hope we'll get to see some flashbacks also in
For
future. That would be
Celine.
epic. Celine, Lancier, um, Louis Theron, and all that.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm so obsessed with the flashbacks for some reason, even in the book, and that's why I like the Aiel part and the history part, or that whole thing in that desert thing. You know what I'm talking about in book number 4. I
You know,
loved it because it's all
I
flashbacks.
completely forgot. I completely forgot about that scene where yeah, Ishamel is like freeing Lanfear, and in that whatever in old tongue like he says he used the
Yeah,
word Lanfear. So I just knew that
Lancia.
it has to be her. Yeah, because he
Yeah,
used the
yeah.
word Lanfear there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, what is he saying? The I
Oh,
thing is
Pratik,
something I
no.
know, but you guys don't. Pratik, don't tell us anything, okay?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Let it
It's a
be.
spoiler. We don't want to hear.
Don't tell us what it is. Don't tell us.
Next
Yeah.
up, I think this whole thing with Lady Damodar and what's her name? Anvia? Anvia, right? Her
And
name is
where? And
Anvia.
where? Yeah.
So Anvia, why
Mm-hmm.
why do you think that Lorraine says
Mm-hmm.
that I don't repent or I don't feel bad for leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the deal with Uncle? Because maybe I forgot because sometimes I forget plot lines, which are like
Mm-hmm.
subplot lines. So that's why I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
ask. So the what's the deal with the uncle and they're losing their fortune and all
Mm-hmm.
that, and who is the queen and the son?
That's a very very interesting question, definitely. And this is like then it's going to. So you don't know who the uncle is, right?
No, I don't know. Am I supposed to know in season 4 because I don't episode book 4 because I don't remember reading anything about her family.
I have no idea in which book this is revealed.
That's the
Maybe
problem,
maybe
sometimes we
yeah, yeah, that
forget.
it's
Yeah.
like all these books are like together, and now I have
Hmm.
forgotten in which book did we get this. I think
Exactly.
it's yeah,
Hmm.
I think it has already revealed in the Shadow Rising, I believe. Yeah, it's already
Okay.
revealed, right? Uh so I think okay, so you have just forgotten. Maybe you try to search who's Maureen's uncle in Google, and then you'll know what
No,
who
I
that
think I
is.
vaguely remember reading something in one of the books. So this uncle, he squandered away their wealth or something. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
the one who like related to tree created a throne. and then got a lot of shame to the house because of this whole thing with
Oh,
the aisle
okay.
and all that. So it's that. So I don't want to
Okay.
spoil you. Maybe you can just go back and then reread
Right,
it
right,
so
right,
that
right.
you
I
get it.
understood. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
So that is the
And then,
uncle that we are talking about.
mm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And why does Moraine say that I don't want to repent or I don't repent? Is it because of something that happened between them, or she just thinks that as I said, she was born to do it?
Yeah, I think that's what she thinks. I think she thinks that it's her purpose in life, and
Mm,
that's
mm,
what she wants to do. Yeah.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Okay, book
And
one. That's what I don't remember. I forgot many things about book one. I have to read it again. The uncle thing. Yeah, that's why I vaguely remember, but I do not exactly remember what exactly because sometimes
mhm,
it's such a huge book we don't know which information is important and we should retain
true.
unless you
True.
come back and reread the series, right? That's when you know
Yeah.
which to focus on. So thank you, Pratik, for that. Excuse me. And I think I don't think the queen is Morgase, is it? That the son is supposed to marry, and
Then
who is the
which
son?
queen?
Lord.
Then which queen do we know?
Yeah, at least in the books we don't have any other. And what's that guy's name? The son's name? Lord Barthain. What's his name? Barthain. Something like that, right?
Which
That's
one?
her son's name. The son's name.
Oh, son's name.
Uh,
I don't remember the son's name. Sorry.
okay, it's some kind of lore, and it will be interesting how that goes because I don't remember reading that.
I
Something
mean,
like that.
for that particular scene, right? The entire scene, I was just all I was thinking about is first of all, the younger sister, is way older than Moraine. So how Moraine is feeling, I have no idea. And then Moraine is so detached from the family, right? Like it's been decades, she hasn't come back, and then even when she comes back, all she cares about is whatever that she has to do, and she doesn't even want to sit and have a talk. And I think this kind of relates back to what Leandrin was saying to, I guess, Nynaeve, when they are sitting by the arches, right? They have this conversation where she says that Aes Sedai spend so much time that their loved ones, they get old and then they die. So I think so many people have, like, Moraine has gone through it for so many people that now it does not have a lot of impact on her. That's how I kind of read it. That's why, like,
Okay,
she's so
got it.
detached from there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice to see Moraine and how they have shown Carrion, like Pratik said, that the French and the Spanish thing. So I just looked up some extra videos that's available on Amazon Prime about the costuming part of it, how they went about costuming Carrion people, right? Like if they
Hmm.
took elements of French designs, yeah, especially from medieval time, and
Hmm.
then they took similar ones like kimono, the concept of kimono from Japan, and then fused them together, and it really worked. I think the costuming and the design of the city, and they showed a little bit of how the politics is played when he goes to the party to get the wine and all that. So I like this gradual world building. So it's not just this two rivers and a couple of places around it, but it's a huge world. You have the city, Karen, and now we'll go somewhere else in the future. So they're slowly, gradually building this world and the scale of the world and how diverse it is, how different it is from each other. So I like it. I think it is carefully thought out by the makers. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So here, Pratik is Pratik wants you to reread the books, Angie.
I know
Pratik
it's
is
an
like, it's very
important plot
important
line.
plot line. Pratik is like, you cannot forget
uh,
about Laman Damodred. You cannot, Angie. You just cannot. This is not allowed.
I will do it. I
Yeah.
will uh, so anytime I go to some Wikipedia thing, I'll get spoiled. Never there.
Sorry. I can't hear you properly. Maybe once again. Your voice is a bit
Yeah,
breaking.
so I will lock it out.
Still, it's the same.
Uh,
Yeah, so yeah, so basically what Angie is just what Pratik is basically saying, go back, read it, reread the books, and then you get the correlation. Yeah, so it's like a
Um,
very major event in the books, obviously.
about okay, we'll start the get
Okay,
through the book.
maybe you need to like try to reconnect your mic because we can't hear anything that you're saying.
Okay. How
Okay, maybe we can talk about something else for that time.
I just disconnected. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, now I can.
Okay, I
Yes.
think something's wrong with my mic. I don't know what's wrong, but I will go without the mic. I think this is better.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah, definitely.
So we discussed about Maureen and her sister,
Hmm.
and then okay, the drag in this episode was for me the land parts. I mean, we
True.
already know he is sad, and I don't know, he is why, he's definitely depressed and without because
Hmm.
she has passed the bond and he can't do anything about it. He doesn't know where she is and
Hmm.
basically abandoned. And it's interesting that Alana is trying to now go and fish for a new water. Uh, and the question is the bond really severed, or is it just
Masked.
masked?
Yeah, that's the question that I have, and that's the reason why I just don't like this because they're making it so vague. They could have easily just given us answers, but
Hmm.
but they haven't.
But
I have no
my,
idea.
this is my problem with the makers, one number one problem with the makers, and that's why I'm holding back my ratings, is because there are some intentional vagueness which is not needed, that's added to some storylines and plot lines to make it
Yeah,
more complicated for both the book readers and the readers. This is what I'm thinking, like, things like that. Like, if it's getting revealed in the future, it's fine. Like, it should not be like there are, like how GOT did about
hmm.
the Night King and all that, and at the end we didn't get anything. It was like,
True.
nothing was explained. There was so many wonderful theories floating around, and nothing was. There was no satisfaction to the readers,
There was
and
no
all this.
payoff. No payoff for this.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word. And I hope that doesn't end up like this, because there are so many things that even the readers are wondering, why did they do like this? Why is Lanfear like that? Why is Matt doing this? Why is Perrin saying so and so? And which is so different from the books. So if they're doing something so different and not explaining it, they better explain it in the future, because otherwise there is no point. Why did they do it? Right?
True. Yeah, and it was so weird that scene where Alana just literally comes out of nowhere when Lan is peeing. I didn't understand why that scene had to be there. Like, why do we have that scene? Like it makes no sense, right? It's like Alana invading in his private space for what? Like what? Like why do we need that scene there? I just had no clue why it
Yeah,
was there.
I
And
agree. I agree.
it made no sense, right? And then okay, I understand that they are trying to establish the fact that Lan is now sad and Lan has to go through all of that, but then why do they have to spend so much time? It just feels
Ex-
like the pacing, it literally just makes the episode like it was going okay, then it just drops because now you're like, what am I supposed to do with this information? You're
I
not
know.
going to give us any information as to why it's happening. So it's like vague things happening for some time, and you just can't do anything. There is no character development. I don't know anything more about Lan now. It's the
Right.
same.
Yeah, the scenes were not serving us anything, except
True.
maybe that Maxim, he
Hmm.
was kind of spying on him, asking him to come and get the water, and then he goes back and checks his bag. Maybe something like that. But still, even then, it was too much time wasted on land because there was no movement,
True.
plot movement. Like I said, there was no plot movement and character building. It was just there to kill time. Imagine precious time they could have used for something
True.
else,
True. Yeah, and all
right?
they
Because
did is like first. Sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying that earlier, Lan is the one who took that letter from Moraine, and then Alana's borders take that letter, and they are the ones reading it. And I'm like, what
Yeah,
is happening? Like, people are just, invading everyone's privacy and then, reading their personal letters. Okay. So, but yeah, it was
exactly.
interesting that that was about. Obviously Lanfear, that Lanfear is out, but I'm not getting why did they say that Lan should not read this,
Exactly.
like,
I was about, that was my
does
next
that does
question.
that make any sense to you? I
Right.
mean, it didn't to me. I'm like, Lan has already read it, but I what I don't understand is why they don't want him to read it. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, Lan has read it. Maybe he doesn't understand what the whom the prophecy is about, and
No, but
they
it
don't.
says Lanfear. It's the same one that they're saying. So it is about Lanfear only. So now I'm not getting it. Like, why would
Uh,
they say land should not know this? That does not make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Maybe they will reveal it later. I mean, I just cannot think of anything. Like, why shouldn't he know? Or maybe because
Yeah.
he will go after Moraine then, and to protect her instead of staying here, he'll run
Yeah,
away
but
and then
but he
kill.
will do that eventually, right?
Yeah,
like this is the guy that we know from the books has like his entire life devoted that he is probably gonna die in action. That's what he
yeah,
is, right? That he is that person. That, yeah. So now I'm just not getting him just being sad and sitting at one place trying to understand what he should be doing next. It just makes no sense to
yeah.
me.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it makes sense in a way that okay, yes, the bond is so precious and it's severed. It affects the water a lot, right?
Hmm.
It could even
Hmm.
kill them. So I understand that, but why spend so much time in that? You show
True.
us in one or two scenes and done, because we got this in last episode as well. So
True.
that was my true complaint. And because the title was Daughter of the Night, maybe they could have spent some more time with Ishmael and Lanfear, maybe, or
Hmm.
Lanfear alone, some scenes,
Yeah.
some ominous scenes, like, even though, yeah, maybe they didn't want it to give any clue about Lanfear at all until that
Yeah,
end scene.
that's
And
that's what I feel. Yeah, they wanted
that's
that
why they did it.
100% reaction out of the
Top
viewers.
value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shock value. Okay, what Pratik is saying, Maureen isn't detached. She doesn't care. She's a rich kid with attitude. She only cares about her goals. This isn't I said I think, but Maureen being a jerk, noble attitude. I mean, could be, but I also kind of feel that we should give more credit to Maureen, I guess. She can also be a bit more human. So
True,
I'm going to
true.
give her the benefit of the doubt that, yeah, it's more of a I said I think. Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I'm going to
Um,
say.
I will say, like, I have heard people bashing Maureen all the time that she's manipulative and all that. But I think of all the Aes Sedai that I have seen, she is much reasonable, I think. I think so because I never, I don't know, I cannot attach the word manipulated to them because these are people from Two Rivers who are known for their stubbornness. So you have to use a little bit of trick to get
Hmm.
things done with them.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
imagine getting things done with Naini by using a soft voice. You cannot get her
Shit
to do
done.
things,
You cannot get
right?
shit done.
Yeah,
True,
not in 100 years. So
true.
it is only reasonable that she's using her Aes Sedai, uh, what do you call that, enigma, and the power and the position that she has to manipulate these guys. That's okay. I was okay with that from the beginning, even in the
True.
books, right? So I don't
Yeah.
find her that problematic. Okay, I feel they don't know what to do with this character, but as per contract, they need to show
That makes
Daniel in
sense.
this episode. Oh, okay, because
This
okay,
makes
maybe
sense. Okay.
all right.
Now I can get it. Now I get it why they spend so much time with him. Yeah. I
Yeah,
also
but
feel they have no idea
if it is
what to do with
pulling
this
down
character.
the if it is pulling down the quality of the episode down, I don't
Hmm.
know. What's the point?
Mm.
Anyways, because they want to use the star power of Moraine and Daniel, I think. Because they are the
Yeah.
stars,
At
right?
least he looks pretty, so it's good.
Yeah.
He is really handsome, so yeah, I
What do you
guess.
want to say about Moraine and Logain conversation? Because after the talk with her sister, she takes the Gyaldinen wine and goes there. There was a
Yeah.
nice clue also, like, I want to meet somebody with a wine. Okay, I know where you're
That
going.
that yeah, that has to be Logan. Okay, I think that the actor who plays Logan is phenomenal. Whenever he comes on screen, he's so damn good. Like I just love him
Professor!
so much. Love him
Professor!
so much. But what she's trying to do, right? The way that she's saying that you have to teach Rand and
Yeah.
help him out and all that stuff. Now you have not read enough, so I don't want to spoil you, but I'm just telling
Yes,
you that
please, because I don't
that
know. I haven't reached the point where I don't know. I haven't reached a point where I know what Logan is doing in the
hmm,
books, even in the
hmm,
books. So please
yeah.
don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm not telling you, but I'm saying that whatever that they're trying to do, right? I don't like it because it's not
Oh,
how it's done, and I don't like it. No, at all. I don't like it at all.
no, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Stocks of Gials and mine
Gildan
going
going
up.
high.
For sure, for
This is
sure.
for royalty, right? This is the kind of thing that the royals have. So yeah.
I know, I know. Yeah,
So
but
I didn't
yeah.
like that. I didn't like what
Okay,
Moraine is trying to do. Yeah, I don't like
okay.
that.
Because see, for me, I don't know what to think about that scene because I haven't read the book, so I don't have any expectations of which direction Logan should go.
Mm-hmm.
But the actor is so good with his accent because I've heard him in the interviews. He can actually speak in normal, proper American accent. He can do that, but he's using his European accent now, like this is the Spanish accent, and it is so good. And I like how he that scene where he just kicks away the wine from her hand and like trying to tell it, okay, you can't do anything and all that. This is what I need. And she's like, okay, she's again playing her game. So, my God, uh, I will give you the knife if you do what I tell you to do. Again, Moraine pulling the threads. And
Mm-hmm.
important part is maybe it's a family trait because you see that scene with a sister where the sister says, you do so and so, then I'll tell you where he is, like, have sit down and have tea with me, then I'll
Yeah.
tell you. So maybe it's a family thing, manipulating people.
Yeah, I think Anvir, what I feel is like she looked up to Maureen a lot, and then she got like really really disappointed, and she's like, now I'm going to create my own army of spies, and then I'll just take care of everything on my own. So I think that's
Yeah,
the kind of attitude that I get from hers, which is cool.
something
Okay,
from
so what
here.
way, Kiran, this where this is going, they really need to build up Logan once more. Yeah, I completely agree where this is going, but I think what I don't like is that Moraine being the trigger because we know something else is the trigger, and I don't like that. It's like giving Moraine the credit for something that Moraine should not get the credit for. So yeah, that's what I don't like.
Okay, okay, I don't know what you guys
Yeah,
are talking about, but okay.
yeah.
So the western frontier is in
Hmm.
attack, so that is the Shanchen, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, and Leandrin is very interested in that, of course. And I love that scene between Tiana and Leandrin, even though it was such a small portion. I
True.
love it. And she's
Okay,
trying
what do
to
you
get him.
think about it? Yeah, let me know because I it's something that happens in the future, so I'm not gonna say anything
Oh, yeah,
on that.
yeah,
But
I
I'm
know what happened to Emerald's seat because I've reached that.
oh,
I know what,
okay,
okay?
okay. So this was so cool, right? When we read it, I'm
Right.
like, oh
It
my
was
god,
such a foreshadowing, and
yeah,
I was like, oh my God, Leandrin, you manipulative, whatever, whatever. Like, okay, and
loved it.
I love that scene. Like, there was so much foreshadowing in it. It was not just there for the sake of it. Now we know why that scene was there
Why
because
this?
we know what to do in
True,
the future. So
true.
it's not. spoil anything for anybody, but I just wanted to point that out that I loved that scene and how it
True.
played out. I want to talk about Leandrin and Nynaeve's scene in the
Okay,
arches.
in the arches. Okay.
What do you think
First of
about that?
all, first of all, I just love how Leandrin is like the one from the beginning. We are seeing her with all these like novices accepted or giving all the, all the lessons and teaching people, kind of being the, what should I say, someone that you go to, someone you can reach out to. She's being like that, like trying to help people out. And then and then you see this ultimate point where why she was doing all of this. So the whole journey, it feels so damn good when you know that what's about to come, right? So it's so damn good. And but one thing that I don't understand is the way that she's talking, right? The way that she's talking to Naini when asking her that what happened. I don't think if she was not Black Aja, she could have gone, like she could have done that, because it's not allowed, right? It's not allowed to talk about whatever your experiences are when you go in the arches.
Exactly. That was my doubt also. But basically, she wants to manipulate her. She wants Naini to think that okay, this is the person that I can trust,
Hmm.
and at the end, she will drop a bomb saying that hey, don't do anything, but I just want to tell you this, that there is Shinarian attack, and they were seen with an augur
Perenin.
and a blacksmith. So
Hmm.
she's planting idea in her head that she will try to run
True.
away, and that's when she's gonna attack them, right? That was
True.
like, so the whole thing. So I think it's last episode I was wondering why is Leandrin so good, being so good to Nynaeve, and then
Hmm.
they slowly built it up, and I loved it. That shock value that we got, like okay, this is the point where this is where it's revealed what exactly she was doing all along. She was stringing all these. Actually, she was stringing Nynaeve along because she knew that if Nynaeve comes, Egwene will also, right?
Yeah,
And
and
Elaine,
she says this really interesting thing, right? She also says the reason.
you are a problem, Elaine.
No, no, no. The conversation that she has with Nynaeve, in that conversation, she says that you should have a reason for doing like whatever. Like there is one reason that she's talking about over there, and I think
Mm.
that and I think like when she says that we Aes Sedai, we kind of reach the point where we don't age, for or whatever people that we have, they age and then they die. I kind of feel that she had that son, right, that she's trying to save. I feel
Mm.
that she's working with Ishamael to save him or something. I think that this is her
That's her motivation
agenda.
to.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
her motivation to probably, be the Black Aja. That's how see it.
Mm.
Maybe.
Yeah, because something similar was promised to Min,
Yeah, true. True. That
right?
scene was so cool. Yeah, we haven't
Oh
talked
my God,
about
I
that.
loved
That
it.
was cool.
I
That was
loved
so
it, and
cool.
I love Min. And oh, that was a nice scene. And
True.
now we know what's going to happen to Matt, and at least we
Matt.
know what to expect.
So
Yeah.
we know that basically Ishamael is promising that you don't have to have all those dreams or basically these
Mhm.
visions if you bring Matt to Kyrian. So
Yeah.
interesting, very interesting.
But I don't know
Yeah,
if it'll end there. His influence on whatever, right?
yeah.
Uh, by the way, Alvaro Mote, who has been upgraded to series regular. That is the guy who plays Logan, regular billing for S2. So
Season two. Oh, so
that's good. Love him.
so we know
Yeah.
what's about to come. I know what's about to come. So I'm really excited, and I just love this actor. I can watch him whole day. I think he's so damn cool.
Right? I know. He is amazing. He is just
Yeah,
chef's kiss. Really
true.
good. Let's talk about Perrin. I mean, Perrin scenes, even though they were, what do you call that? Fewer than that I expected. I wanted him
Hmm.
more.
True. True.
Whatever we got was really good. And
True.
I was so, my heart was, so, you know, full when I saw Hopper and that
Aw,
name revelation, how we figured it out. And I loved how they put that on the screen, the communication that they sent us images, and that's how we see that. And oh, that was so well executed, very well executed. Now that we know how he communicates with the wolf and what it means to be a wolf brother. So that's a very nice. What do you call it? You can call it world building also. Like it's kind of explaining the magic how it works.
yeah, so I think I mean I personally just loved the first of all, the way that he revealed his name is Hopper by hopping, it was so cute. So cute.
Me too.
Loved it.
You.
Loved it. And,
Cute.
in the books, when I was reading it, it was obviously hard for me to understand what's actually happening with Perrin and his visions. So, how I
Mm.
envisioned it is he get images. So, basically, and here, the explanation is more like they get. More like a video. So I was expecting like parent gets like a ton of images one by one, and that's how he understands what's happening. But but now as per the show, it's more like he gets a video in his head where he knows,
Yeah.
okay, this is how things happen. So I think it makes more sense now. I can visualize
Yeah.
it better. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
It was good. So Pratik is saying you skipped Liana and like Leandrin. Actually, we
No, we
spoke.
didn't.
Yeah.
We have talked about it.
We spoke
maybe
about it. We
maybe
loved
you maybe you just went and then you came back, Pratik.
Yeah, we spoke about it. We love that scene, and also what what Leandrin said at the end, how much it'll affect the storyline in the future. It was nice foreshadowing. That's what we spoke.
True. Yeah, that's what
Mm.
yeah, it's like nice that random water saying don't pick red aja. We know Naini always does opposite thing.
So I
No,
don't know
but
what
it was
I need.
cool, right? It was cool, right? Naini
Yeah,
getting so much attention because she's so powerful. People are like, we wanna be your water. Don't pick
yeah,
red aja.
exactly. And I don't know what will happen with Naini, like in the sense which Aja she will become. I'm guessing red.
What?
I'm guessing red
Are you sure?
because
Are you sure
because
about that?
I think she will. I don't think. I don't know whom Lan will bond with if he again bonds with an Aja, but
Hmm.
I highly doubt Naini because it's too easy. Then I mean, then it becomes too straightforward.
For what?
Mm,
For Naini
there's no
being.
heartbreak or anything. So, like, if everything happens as we expect, like Lan and Naini,
Hmm.
if they bond,
Hmm.
that will be like, okay, this is what I expected. Yeah, fine, right.
Okay, so you're saying that because it would be expected, so the writer would just change it. So Robert Jordan would probably do something that would be unexpected. That's what you're saying. So basically, you're
Maybe.
saying that Nynaeve is not gonna be in like green, and she will be most probably like in red or
I
something.
don't think
That's
she will be green for sure. If not red, she will be a blue Asha. That is what I'm thinking.
oh,
If not
interesting,
red, then she will be blue. Huh?
interesting.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
she will be.
why do you think because she's into like healing, right? So why do you think she will be blue? That's an interesting thing when you
I
say is
mean,
that she can be in
healing
blue.
also, but she's so powerful that she can be a true weapon also, right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, she can heal, but
Hmm. So yellow makes more sense, right? Because she's into healing.
no, I think it will be
No,
blue, not red.
but
She
it's so
cannot be
interesting
yellow.
to me. You think that it could be blue
I mean,
because
it will be a waste of her powers being a yellow Aja. That's what I'm thinking because she is
hmm
the most powerful after
hmm
what's her name? What's her name? Katzuin. What's her name? You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about, right?
Catswin, yeah, Catswin.
So she's the quickest who went to the arches after
Hmm.
Katzuin. So she's so freaking powerful, and everybody already knows about it. And I don't think she will settle down for a yellow.
Then she should go for green, right? She knows sword
Green, green.
fighting.
I
She
don't
know.
think. No, it's blue.
Oh my god, that makes no sense. What?
Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Due to her fighting skill, should Green battle Aja? Okay,
yeah,
so
because
she
green
could
is the
become a
battle
green.
aja, right? So yeah,
See,
so
the
I
thing
mean,
is, I'm also thinking about her relationship with the warders, right? Because they take multiple warders, right?
that you
Green.
don't have to. You can, Angie.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's not like yeah, Lan would have someone like it's like you can if you want to, but if you don't, then nobody's gonna pressurize you to get like more orders. Yeah,
So these were my reasoning. Don't know. That was a nice discussion. So if we talk about Perrin, Elias,
yeah,
Hopper, Wolf Brother, all that,
yeah. Yeah.
and I think then we are up to the last scene. I think last scene is something that I just watched repeatedly many times because I
Hmm.
loved it. I just loved it. And I love how Rand reacted. She's like, okay, Moraine,
Wait.
whatever.
Wait. We didn't talk about Matt, right? Matt was playing dice.
Oh yeah, yeah, Matt completely because Matt was so. I mean, there was no Matt in this episode at all. That was like I was,
True.
give me more Matt. I want more Matt.
That's what I'm saying, right? The boys are
Yeah,
not getting the limelight
yeah,
they deserve.
correct. All the time they wasted on land, they could have shown something about Matt. They could have built
Yeah.
his story up a little bit because he's supposed to be a funny one. And apparently, I've seen that many people who were not looking for it didn't even realize that the actors were changed.
Oh my god,
So
who did it?
yeah, I mean, I saw online some people didn't even realize that the actors were
Oh
changed.
my god,
That
that's like
was so.
huge.
Yeah, it's a good compliment to the actor because he's just fitting into the role that well. But I like the first guy better. But he is good as well. This guy is good as well, and I hope he can pull off the comedic scenes that we are expecting to see. That'd be nice because we can already see glimpses of that in this episode. And Min being paired with Matt, and now we know why he was in the adjacent room.
True.
And I what do you think? What will be the trajectory of Matt in the next episode for you? What are you expecting?
Okay, he was like okay right now. Okay, okay. Now I have completely forgotten in which book he gets lucky. Do you know that he is lucky? Do you know that? No,
Oh
you
yeah,
don't, right?
I know his luck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With the
Okay.
like that. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so when he was playing dice, right, at that time he was not winning, right?
yeah,
If
yeah, yeah,
if I remember correctly. So now
yeah.
the luck has not even started yet, so I'm really looking
No,
forward to know when that whole thing is gonna kick off, because that's gonna be like so well for Matt. So yeah, I'm waiting for that, I guess.
yeah. And I'm really looking forward. For me,
Mhm.
Matt is this comedic person. Like he'll bring all this comic relief to the intense scene, even when this intense battle and combat scenes are happening, and he is like this funny. And
True.
I like the dynamic between Min and Matt, even though Min has an intention of doing things. She has her own motivation, but she wants to draw the line, like okay, I'm not going to betray this guy, so I like that as well. So they are with very little building characters, very with very little time. They are building how we are supposed to see these people, what are these people whom we can trust and who is on this good side and all that. So I think that's one thing this show has done a lot better than others, where this character build up is done so well with so little time when compared to the books. Like one book is like what, 16 hours or something. If you're listening on
Oh,
audiobook, it's
even
like 16.
even more, I guess. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's even more. Yeah,
yeah.
20
So with
20
that
hours.
much
Yeah.
content, they have to build a series with just 8 episodes is asking too much from them, and but they are delivering it. So I need to give credit where it's due, and I think it's awesome that they're doing it.
True.
Yes, I know
Mm.
Pratik. I know Avianta is coming. I saw the preview and it was epic, and I wanted to see more.
Yeah.
Oh God, and I think the casting is also on point. I mean, she's good. She's good.
I don't know who has been casted, so I'm gonna
I don't
not
know the
comment
name,
on
but
it. Yeah.
yeah, but whatever I've seen a little bit, even in the main trailer, also she was there. So looks like, at least look wise, we feel okay. That's a good casting.
Okay.
So I think we have discussed everything. Matt,
True.
we discussed Erin, Lan, Min, Leandrin, Liana, the Fade
Yeah, the
attack
fate.
in
Yeah,
in
just one thing that I wanted to say. Do you think that that they are only like they're not bringing in the Trollocs? All they are bringing are the fades for most of these, and not Drakkars or all the other shadow spawn that we have. So, do, do you think it's like a budget issue, or they just don't want those creatures to be there in the
I
series? What do
think
you
they
think?
want to pull into the show only the most vital stuffs so that
Mm-hmm.
they can they can consolidate it into 8 episodes, right? You don't have time to introduce everything and everybody explained or introduced in the books. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a very conscious decision, maybe. And fades are enough to really make things intense. Like they're so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, technical brilliance. How better is this than season one, right? Like if you have
True.
enough money, how much well you can do with your VFX and visual effects, and special effects, and everything. Even the quality of the weaves have gone up. Like you can see
Yeah.
not just the color part of it, but in general, the quality of the weaves has improved, and the sets are much more elaborate. And I don't know. I like you said, Tarvalin looked much better in season two than season
True.
one. I think they have done.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we have to really appreciate the great technical team that's behind it as well. Uh, I love the background music, the score as well. I think for me the Moraine's theme is there, right? That plays especially when Lady Damodar is she's sitting near the window. It plays in the background, that Moraine's theme, and oh God, that was like so. It's very touching, and it's ominous when, for example, when Ishamael is doing the opening scene, the music, the score back then. So the score is done so perfectly well. It has to grow on you, but once it does, you will definitely start liking it. So these are two things that we didn't mention particularly
I
when
think
it comes.
the music when like Celine is like about to do something, that was also amazing. That the music that is there in that scene,
Right, yeah,
that is
at the end.
amazing. Yeah, yeah, that scene is amazing. Yeah.
And I like that they have given importance to silence as well, because where there is silence needed, they have given that as well. It's not
Hmm.
just mindless music everywhere. So because
True.
I am a person who loves when the sound is used perfectly well in a show, especially when there is silence needed and the director can give us that. I appreciate it. So I like all those scenes where silence is the main score. Pratik is saying episode 5 is written by an Indian. Okay, didn't know that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, okay. So he's going to watch Jawan. Have fun, Pratik. Enjoy
Yeah,
Jawan.
have to have
I
fun and
watched I watched Jailer yesterday, and I'm not a person who loves these mass masala movies, but I
true.
really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. And like,
Yeah,
okay, for a change, it's
nice.
good to watch nice, simple, amazing fun. Just pure Rajnikant magic. That's what it was fun to watch. So if you
Yeah.
haven't watched it, watch it. It's on Amazon Prime, I think. Just check it out. It's
No,
good.
no, I haven't. I'll probably check it out. Yeah.
So enjoy your time, Pratik. I think we can also wind up. I think we covered everything. I
Yeah,
cannot wait for episode 5, especially because Avienda is going to come.
true.
I just want to see more of IE. Like I don't know. Even in the Discord, I've told after finishing book 4 that how much I loved it, mainly because of all the IE culture and
Yeah,
the past that was revealed and all that. I just completely enjoyed all those parts. So I'm looking forward to all that. Overall, like I said in the beginning, I think it's 7, but more leaning towards 8. I think it's the same maybe for Kiran also, that it's a great episode. There were some
true.
things that they could have cut down and given time to something else, like instead of land, more of Matt or Perrin, who are our main characters. And yeah, hopefully they will give that the more screen time to Matt and Perrin in the
True.
future. Any closing words, Kiran?
Yeah, I'll just say that I'm excited. Ishamael seems to be like very active. Forsaken, I have my eyes on you, Ishamael. Let's see what's up your sleeve, what you're trying to do. I'm really curious. So yeah, that's what. And Avienda, Isle in general are so interesting. Can't wait to meet them. So yeah,
I I I agree, and we will have the live stream next week in Kiran's channel. Please, so we will put up the notification on Instagram and
true.
Twitter and all that. If you're following us there, please follow us. If you are
Yeah,
not following us yet, please follow us there, and then you will get the updates of what we are putting up on our channel. And you can also join our watch party, which mostly we will do on Friday evening or Saturday morning, something like that.
true.
But we will
Yeah,
put up notification for that as well. And Pratik usually joins us. So if any one of you want to join us for the watch party and have conversation and discussions while watching it, we had great fun doing it for the last 4 episodes. So join us and let's have fun. And we both will meet you guys in the discussion for next episode next Saturday. So thanks for
yeah.
joining, guys. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.